Since the 80s, we have dreamed to have real hoverboards, and while we are still a number of years away from actual flotation devices, I may have stumbled upon something pretty darn close. This is the Halo board. With a single wheel design, this allows you to really carve and maneuver like you would on, say, a snowboard or even, yes, a hoverboard. More on that in just a minute. The battery on this thing is pretty good. Obviously weight takes a huge account here, but it allows from about 50 pounds to about 260. I'm coming in at around 200 pounds just for comparison. On a single charge, I am able to get about 8 miles or so out of the 10 promised. There is an extreme edition which allows for 12 miles promised, but obviously your miles may vary. But I haven't found this to be much of an issue because the charge time is about an hour, not 3 or 4 like some other electronic boards. So I take the charger with me, and if I get a bite to eat or have anywhere to stop for an hour or so, I can pretty much have a full charge when I'm ready to go. The nice battery indicator on top of the board also makes it easy so you can keep track of your battery status without needing to get off the board. This thing is definitely a head turner. On the bottom is 2 speakers that connect via Bluetooth to your phone for music. The connection is solid and the speakers are okay. Nothing crazy, but if you keep it at around 3 to 4 max volume, it allows for pretty good tunes while riding. They definitely are loud enough. And then the main show is the LED lights all around the board itself, as well as a headlight on the front. At night, this and the lack of seeing the 4 wheels really sells the idea of the hover illusion. The headlight illuminates around 5 feet in front of you, so while riding, don't expect this to save your life from obstacles ahead. Definitely only ride where you can see without relying on the lights. Now let's talk about that ride. This thing is a blast. With no remote, you just simply lean forward to go and lean back to brake. The computer learns your riding and adjusts to keep you balanced. Sounds easy, right? Yeah, not so much. It takes about 10 or 15 minutes just to get up and get on the board stabilized. Not a bad learning curve, but don't expect to just jump on and get going. It takes a handful of hours to really get the hang of things. I see it both as a pro and con. If you want a board to just hop on and go fast, this really isn't the board for you. It has actually put my legs back in shape. Going fast is hard because if you lean forward too much, the rubber padding makes you bottom out, and that's how I've had to bail a lot. You just really have to pay attention to what you are doing while riding. There are definitely some drawbacks to this board though. One small thing is the loud announcement that the board is on and connected to your phone every single time you start it up. You definitely won't be sneaking around turning it on in a quiet place. Or the fact that there is not a lot of clearance for big curbs or bumps. But by far the single biggest downside to this board is the weight. It's 25 pounds, and sure, this isn't crazy heavy compared to other electronic skateboards, but once it's dead, unlike other skateboards where you can keep pushing or keep riding it like a normal skateboard, you pretty much just have to carry this. There's no riding it without a battery. So definitely pay attention to your battery level. You do not want to get stuck in the middle of nowhere carrying this thing around. In my head, I have thought about this thing like Clarkson from Top Gear describes a Lamborghini. Just bear with me. There is a lot of technology in this device to give you a great experience, but you still have to take the time and work to become a good rider. Because if not, this thing will spit you off without question. It's greatly rewarding when you can finally carve around corners and speed around without having to bottom out and bail every 5 seconds. Is it practical for your daily commute to work? Probably not. But if you want to feel like Marty McFly in 2016, this is the board for you. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day.